I heard is they had about 10 people public comments at 6 o'clock. So that's about 30 minutes, and they're probably just getting to council discussions now. And the vice mayor needed to be present to vote and explain his vote on this controversial item, which we won't get into. We received about 500 emails and calls in last week about ground transportation. Did anyone call?
About what?
Ground transportation from the airport? No? Okay, well.
Uber?
Yes. So that's what's happening at City Council tonight. Yeah, so there's a lot of people voicing their opinions, which is always great. Our officer tonight helped with about half my updates, as you can tell. So I wanted to, the vice mayor hoped to update you on VIP and to just give you an update on what the discussions have been going on in that area between, the officer said, between 15th Ave and 27th Ave. So a few discussions that we wanted to make sure that you were aware of was our Neighborhood Service Department has had discussions with the former LA Fitness vacant building, the property manager there, and what they're doing there, which is on 23rd Avenue. Mm-hmm. I think most of you are aware with that area.
Northern, yeah.
Yes, exactly. So they are working on securing, cleaning, and the property and posting some signs where there's no trespassing signs, increasing security in that area, right? There's been issues of vandalism and littering around the area, so that's one of the efforts areas in the VIP. On 23rd Avenue and El Caminito, north of Northern. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, so, and then there's the Desert Horizon Police Precinct has had discussions with Circle K management on, just increasing the security around specific Circle Ks on the VIP area. Then on 19th Ave and the southwest corner of 19th Ave, there's also been discussions around improving lighting and installing surveillance cameras. 19th Ave, southwest corner of 19th Avenue in Glendale. Yes. Thank you. Yes, so right there, that's huge efforts around that. They're working on a specific kind of lighting, just especially during the night. So that's what we're working on. And then the Northern Business Alliance has met with the Desert Horizon Police Precinct as well to increase business support, which, as you can hear, people from small business owners in the community have shown support for this area because less crime equals more business, so there's a huge partnership there as well. Recently, also a new partnership was with Blue Cross Blue Shield. Ms. Sue Glaw there, she's partnered up with our district, has met on, she wants to contribute to the VIP project and help to decrease the violence and the issues that the community is facing there on that area. And Blue Cross Blue Shield is on 23rd Ave and
It's
north of Northern.
Of where the LA Fitness is.
Exactly. So that area.
Post office over there.
Mm-hmm. So that's that area there. And so community budget hearings. So budget hearings, I heard someone mention that about budget hearings and wanting to know what's in the budget for the upcoming year. So the next upcoming budget hearing near us is at the Helen Drake Center on April 5th. April 5th at 6 p.m. Thank you, Pam. I think that's the closest to here. There's a couple more at 6 p.m. There's a bilingual one at the Maryville Community Center on March 29th as well. So at 6 p.m., Helen Drake. And at that meeting, the Vice Mayor and city staff will be present to answer all your questions regarding the budget and the upcoming projects for the city for next year. There we are. And just regarding the budget question, I know the police officer did a great job at explaining, with police hiring, the budget or what has been approved is, yes, the increase of at least 225 police officers in the next 2 to 3 years. But as he mentioned, as the vice mayor mentioned this as well recently, the issue is not about, whether the money is there. It's about getting people that are qualified for these positions. We're not filling them up as fast as we could, as fast as we should. So we definitely, another effort would be in recruitment and then getting people who are qualified for the job of a police officer to apply and get through the screening process. That's been a challenge that the police department in the city is facing currently. So definitely something that we should definitely improve on. And then, well, the Northwest expansion is actually opening up March 19th. So it's scheduled right now at 9 a.m. maybe. There's an update. Do you have an update? Oh goodness, did I just share your update? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, then you probably have more information, but I won't. I will stop there then. Yes. I don't know. Do you have any questions for me? I will be passing out my cards for any questions that you have with my email and my direct contact phone number, so that I can make sure that that question's answered in a timely manner. Any questions?
I have one.
Oh, great. Thanks, Pam.
Budget meetings.
Yes.
Maria, I know, agree with me, and I probably am not going to say this very politically correctly because I'm never that way. I don't understand. I understand, but budget meetings always come down to threatening all of us with no police, less police, less fire, and less parks, and the library's closing, and we never hear any other place. To me, they don't talk about any other place where they can cut salaries or cut costs. And it seems to me that there are a lot of places other than libraries and neighborhood services, police, and all the things that immediately affect me so that I freak out and do whatever city council wants so that we have our libraries and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. No.
So I would like to see somebody take over budgeting and be real and honest with us and not always threaten us with the same 5 or 6 things.
And I can't speak to what the budget looks like right now. I haven't read all 1,000 pages of it, but no, it honestly.
There's the problem.
But I think, from what I know, I can't speak for the city. I can speak for the councilman. That's definitely one of the areas that they don't want to, base another budget or another cut, which is the libraries, any public service entity that's available from the city. You will get an update from those departments as to I don't know of any cuts that are happening. I can't speak on the city on that, but if you attend the Helen Drake on April 5th, you can ask questions. If there's any specific questions that you would like to hear that day that you can ask our office, and we make sure you have an answer. Like if it's specific about the library or the community centers or anything that you're wondering about, we'll make sure we have an answer for that day. I could ask the department specifically. We could ask what department we need to contact for that best answer. That will for sure, we could definitely make that happen.
You're not going to hear about all the unglamorous things that are, those are things that we see, but I can tell you I'm on the Human Relations Commission for the City of Phoenix. All of the Human Relations Commissions for all the other cities were supposed to take turns having a county-wide meeting, and we haven't been able to put one on because we have zero budget. And all the other cities, when they put one on, they feed everybody. We can't afford to do that. So that's one thing. And one of the things that we've heard about is if you go down to meet with your city council person or meet with the mayor, you're not going to be offered coffee, you're not going to be offered water. There's none of that in the budget. But those aren't the kind of things you're going to hear about. You're going to hear about fire, police, libraries, but they are cutting from other things as well.
Do we have more money this year?
Do we have more money this year?
Seems the economy is doing a
Yes.
little better.
I can tell you don't have any less. Maybe Definitely. So that is definitely a good question. What does the budget look like compared to last year? How much money does the city have? And I know that's definitely going to be included in that meeting. So it would be great to have you there. And if that meeting happens before or after your next meeting, maybe we can update you then. I don't know when your next meeting is here.
Looking at a calendar, I don't know.
April.
It's the first Tuesday of the month, so April. First Tuesday.
Okay, April 7th.
Yeah, so it'll be after this meeting.
Okay, well, there's another budget hearing in the Sunny Slope Community Center on April 7th, but
It's actually April 5th.
yeah, at the same time.
Same day?
Yes.
That's a Thursday.
April. Isn't April 5th a Tuesday? Yes.
Oh, it is a
Oh,
Tuesday.
April 5th.
Well, then maybe you can all be there at the Helen Drake Center on
No,
April
we'll
5th.
be here. We already
No?
have a program planned.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, so 7th at Sunny Slope?
Yes. So if you cannot attend April 5th at the Helen Drake Center, then there's April 7th at Sunny Slope Community Center
Is it 6 also?
at 6 p.m. Yes.
I'll send it out in the e-bus too.
Yes, and I'll send you, Pam, all the information. We have
Okay.
one at Villa de Paz and at Maryville Community Center as well.
And I am telling you, they do let people speak, they do listen,
Mm-hmm.
and things change because they hear that from the public, and they know that we're just gonna have a little uprising if they
They have
don't
to hear it a
listen,
lot.
pay some attention to us.
No, and I will say that the departments, if there's a question that you have, like for example, Pam came with me with a few questions and updates regarding the smoke shops and the hookah bar, and then as soon as I got that email, we sent it to the departments are working on it, and it really, the departments are just really responsive to the requests from our council office. So if you have specific questions regarding a specific item or just send it our way, that way we can have that for the 5th, and if you cannot be there on the 5th, then I will make sure Pam has a report, and we can if you can be there on the 7th, but it's a matter of asking, and I could assure you, that's one thing that I've learned. I'm fairly new to the city, but the city's departments, is the level of responsiveness it's impressive. So I will say that.
Any other questions, Ray? Did you have your hand up, or did you ask?
Well, I just had a comment that I sent several suggestions, and I even met with Neighborhood Services. I was a zoning inspector for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I dealt with vacant homes on an average of getting them secured within 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
The city's average is 4 to 6 months. That costs the city a lot more money, and the Neighborhood Services Management never would tell me why they wouldn't change it to do it the way that I was telling them to do it. And I met with the councilman, I sent things out in writing, and I've never heard anything back. So now I'm writing articles in the magazine, the Canyon Corridor magazine, to train residents to do it themselves. I'd like to know why. Why aren't they adopting a way to do open vacant homes and buildings in a faster, more effective way, which would save the city millions and the neighborhood's ultimate safety
A lot of frustration.
and a lot of frustration.
Definitely.
So I'd like that answer.
Yeah, open vacant buildings, I will make sure that what the question you have, I'll make sure I have that noted tonight, and then I can speak with our planning department to make sure you have that answer, or the background as to what their plan is or their
Well, they
current
all know
policy.
they all know what I'm talking about. I've met with several of them on several occasions.
Yeah. Any other questions?
And let me tell you, when Maria and I have a problem, we're not getting anywhere, we call council office, and we always get a response. Maybe not exactly what we want, because some of the things I want to do are not always legal. But seriously, they're very responsive to us and always have been. And Danny has backed us up all the time on anything we've taken to city council. So we've got to appreciate that. And even though he's not here tonight, he's going to get an earful from me, but we still love him to death. So-
No, he did. He's like, make sure you call Pam and make sure you tell her. And I was like, well, I already did that twice, but okay. No, but he does appreciate your efforts, and everyone at the office loves you. So, yeah.
They were having a VIP meeting.
Oh, yes, there you go.
I
That's,
thought that was on a.
Yes.
Helen Drake.
no, I'm glad you brought that up because, yes, the
It
next
got
VIP
moved.
meeting, it got moved to May 11th at 6 p.m.
Okay.
Thank you for bringing that up. I almost forgot. That was super important. That he. Yes. So it's at the Helen Drake Center.
Okay, my school teacher writing is, I don't make a very straight line anymore.
Yes, and the reason why it got moved is due to all the budget hearings due to city policy have to happen in March. So that took over all the Tuesdays and Thursdays of March, and then everything had to be pushed back because the city departments have to be present at the budget hearings, and you can't have the same person. in the same meeting twice. So that's why it got moved a little bit further.
Okay, any other questions for our darling Eva?
No, well, I will pass around my card. I hope I have enough. I think I do.
Thank you.
And please email us, call us. If it's not about the Uber or Lyft, we would love to hear from you.